Hep, hindi dahil nakaganto akong outfit, ikakasal ako. No, no, no. For our segment today, we will be interviewing two lovely couples. Yung isa, young couple. Yung isa naman, beautifully aged couple. Alamin natin ang tungkol sa kanilang love story, kung paano naging sila, at tanungin na din natin sila, paano nga ba nila sinelebrate ang kanilang wedding anniversary during this new normal. Yan ang abangan nyo sa episode natin today. Now, I'm your host, Lian, and you are watching New Normal to Try. Okay, so now we have the Garfman couple, Uncle Dave and Ate Sol, and the mga Liyog couple, Kuya Jetro and Ate Gisi. Now, mas kilalanin natin sila. Let's start with the mga Liyog couple. Kailan nga ulit ang wedding ninyo at ilang years na po kayo?
We got married August 9, 2014. 6 years married na po this year.
Married August 9, 2014. 6 years na.
Wow, thank you po. And tanda ko, napanood ko kay Sir Rome, yung sa kanyang live, na binati nga kayo about your anniversary. Now, let's move on po to the Garfman couple. When is your wedding and how many years have you been married?
We get married in June 13, 1976.
Well, that's a little over 44 years now.
Ang tagal na. Wow, thank you. So, how did you first meet Uncle Dave and Ate Sol?
We met in our branch office while I was on a tour of the branch office. That was in 1972.
Well, she slowly came into the branch office. I was at the time I was in the reception area, and I was with the receptionist, and so we met there. He introduced us. However, there wasn't any interest at all romantically. We just met as individuals, and that was the beginning of our meeting.
Wow, that is a really nice place to meet up. How about you po, Magaliyag couple? How did you first meet?
It was somewhere November 2012. Convention season, basta convention season. It was in Novaliches Assembly Hall. Parang assembly ng yung circuit na yung mga congregation sa Mandaluyong. And yung friend ko kasi, yung isa sa mga best friends ko was associated in that particular circuit, and in-invite niya ako, and apparently si Gizzy pala ay friend niya din, and ako bago akong tawag sa Bethel, and ang sabi ng friend ko, meron din akong kakilala taga Bethel, gusto ko ma-meet mo.
Nag-meet kami sa isang convention. District convention pa yata. Tawag doon. Convention 2012. Yung friend niya, friend ko din. So, sabi nung friend niya, may ipapakilala daw siya sa akin. So, yun. Yun kami nag-meet.
Thank you! Now, for the Garfman couple, you said that you met in Bethel. When you first saw each other, was there a spark? Did you think that each one is the one?
Actually, no, I didn't have any romantic inclinations here. What was the way we really met was I was taking pictures of people in the Philippines because I was getting a slideshow ready that I did show in the United States and had quite a large audience. When she came in, I thought that she had an interesting face and that she would fit in very well with the slideshow. So I asked her if she would mind having her picture taken, and she said that it would be all right as long as I would send her a copy of the picture.
that first meeting was so uneventful because I was there just to tour the branch, and but when I met Brother Garfman, I no romantic inclination or no interest at all because I was hoping to meet somebody who is wearing a necktie and a shirt or a long sleeve shirt or a polo barong working in the branch, and so but he was all in his work clothes, so it doesn't really, I don't have no interest at all at that time.
Oh, okay. So even if you met there, that's very uneventful meetup. So yeah, doesn't have any spark yet. So when or how did you know that each other is the one?
She was in Cebu on another island quite a ways away, and I was in the branch there in Luzon, in Manila. So actually, the picture that I sent her, I asked for her to make recognition that she'd received it. And when she did, she also had a question she asked me. And so I answered that. And that started us being pen pals. And that went on for, well, over some 3 years, over 3 years actually. And then finally, why then at that point, having gotten to know her, that is when I decided that she would be a very, very good person to be married to.
How do I know if he's the one? I think the one, my friends and my relatives are the one that put the idea in my mind. They keep insisting, oh, he's a good brother, oh, he's a good person. And I said, no, I keep denying because he haven't said that magic word, I love you, yet, so I don't want to presume. So, but then they keep telling me, oh, that man is not coming to visit you all the way here in Cebu if he's not interested in you. And so then I said, maybe, then I started to think seriously about him.
Oh, so that's how serious relationship works. I see. Now, let's move on to Kuya Jetro and Ate Gizi. How did you know that each other is the one?
Siya lang kasi yung dumaan sa proseso. So, nagpaalam siya sa guardian ko. Pumunta siya ng Pangasinan para magpaalam sa family ko. Doon ko talaga nakita at naramdaman na seryoso siya.
How did I know that she is the one? Well, marami kasing factors I considered. Number one, well recommended siya ng friend ko. And I trust yung best friend ko talaga about these things. Pero I made the observations din myself. So, we started off as friends din. Ang maganda nito, when we were serving at Bethel, we don't really get the chance na yung sobrang exposed sa isa't isa. So we really need to, we had the chance to observe each other from far off. Kasi kapag ka nasa duty ko sa Bethel, nasa work ko, sila naman wala sa Bethel compound, nandun naman sila sa Baler kung saan naman ako tumutuloy kasi nandun naman yung office nila. Tapos sa dining area ng Bethel, magkalayo, parang may isang pagitan na table. And then magkatalikod kami ng upuan. So, hindi talaga kami nagkikita on normal occasions. Kaya when we do see each other, laging may crowd, friends niya, friends ko, o kaya yung mga taga-baler, yung mga kasama niya sa department, o kaya kung ano mang activity ng Bethel family. So, we got to observe each other from far off. And then, doon ako nakita yung mga qualities na gusto ko sa isang sister. Maalaga siya, yung concern niya sa mga friends niya na doon, sincere. And then, there was this one time when we were already friends na kinailangan nila maglipat ng bahay from one apartment to another, and tumulong ako, ginamit ko yung kotse ko noon to help them out. Tapos, there was this one time na nung tapos na ako magbuhat ng mga gamit nila, ang sumalubong sa akin, pagbaba ko doon sa pinagdalahan ko ng gamit nila, yung panyo, binigyan niya ako ng panyo para punasan ko raw yung pawis ko kasi baka matuyuan daw ako ng pawis. So So something, doon na siya nag-start. I just found myself mothering na future wife. And yun na, tinuloy ko na.
So nice! Now, kayo po, how did you celebrate your anniversary during this new normal? Kuya Jetro and Ate Gizzy.
So, ito idea to ni Gizzy. Ginawa pa niya secretly. Pero akala niya lang secretly. Pero alam ko naman kung anong pinagagawa niya. Kunwari, hindi ko lang alam. Para surprise, kunwari. Pero if you can see the pictures here, we wanted to simulate kasi yung parang dinner under starlit night. So, gumamit kami ng mga LED, mga fairy lights. And then, parang naglatag kami picnic style. So, nakita nyo sa picture. And we felt that we were with friends kahit na dalawa lang kami nandun kasi everything na nakikita niyo sa picture came from our very close friends po. So, yeah. So, we celebrated it alone. Kami lang dalawa dito sa bahay. Pero, we felt yung love ng lahat ng mga kaibigan natin because hindi sila nakalimot and nagpadala sila ng kung ano-ano despite this quarantine. So, you know who you are. Thank you so much po for the love.
Yeah, Ate Gizzy, I also saw the post on your, I think, My Day or My Story about the surprises of your friends. That is very sweet. Now, Uncle Dave and Ate Sol, I also saw some posts and you told me that your family surprised you. Is that right? So, how did you celebrate your anniversary during this new normal?
Our anniversary this year was supposed to be a very simple thing because we're under lockdown. So we had a bottle of wine that we'd kept here, and we also made something a little special for dinner, and we began to have a very quiet evening. However, it took a turn when our daughter sent us notice that we should come on Zoom, that she had a small gathering that she wanted to have with us. And we thought it was just going to be with she and our son-in-law. But as it turned out, it became quite an interesting experience.
First of all, I give credit to my daughter, to my son-in-law, because they're the one who set up this, they call it a surprise lockdown wedding anniversary for us. And it was a total surprise, actually, because when we entered the Zoom, it was really a surprise to see all these people there that are very close to us that we haven't seen for years, and that really makes us very happy.
Yeah.
And then also listening, each one was put in the spotlight and listening to the expression and then the memories that they have with us before, and that really makes us very happy.
Yes. As far as I'm going to have to pick out anything, I guess it's being able to be with friends that some of them I hadn't seen in over 46 years, and to get together with them and to renew our relationship with them. We started out at, I believe it was about, 7 o'clock in the evening, and it went on until 3 o'clock in the morning, so you can see it was a long get-together.
Actually, during our anniversary, this lockdown anniversary that we had, we received so many surprises. One of that is that surprise that the Zoom conference with the friends abroad. But then our daughter, we didn't realize it, she made another one for the friends here in the Philippines and also some of the relatives. And that was another surprise for us. And then added to that, there was another surprise that somebody in the gate was knocking and delivering this bouquet of flowers and cakes. And actually, we received 3 cakes during our lockdown anniversary, more than what we received during the normal situation.
Oh, that is so sweet. And also, I remember Ate Sol, you telling me that sometimes it's the thought or what others give you or how others surprise you that really stick to your mind. No po. Now, during this lockdown, did you still discover anything new with each other during this quarantine?
Well, of course, Sully's very resourceful, and I've seen him during this time with the lockdown how resourceful she can be, and we've always had good meals, and she's always been able to acquire the necessary things, so that actually, as far as our eating and the comforts the creature comforts at home, we're very comfortable, and so that helped me to appreciate the depth of her ability to really produce things.
Well, if there's one thing that I discover about my husband during this lockdown is that I know he loves animals, and he's a dog person because we have all these years we take care of we have dogs as our pet. But then I realized that this time he also likes cat. We ended up adopting a kitten, a stray kitten that was just there in our gate one time, and so we ended up adopting, and until now we have that cat.
I see. Actually, I also thought that Uncle Dave will be like forever a dog person. Then I was shocked to see a cat on your house. That's really interesting. Now, to Kuya Jetro and Ate Gisi, did you discover something new about each other during this new normal?
You discover something? Wala. Maliban sa mas madalas siyang babad sa computer, sa cellphone, kasi yun yung nature of work niya. So, okay na rin. Kesa wala, di ba?
So, bagong kasal kami, up till the 5th year, since active kami sa volunteering, madalas kami wala sa bahay. So, yung options niya to cook, actually, hindi masyadong na-practice. And, paminsan-minsan may mga bagong recipe siya na nilalabas, pero hindi ko masyadong napapansin kasi nga, lagi kami either nasa field ministry o kaya naman nasa volunteering work. Pero, nitong quarantine, captured audience ako. Hindi ako maka-escape. So, syempre, gusto niya ring practicein yung kanyang chef skills. So, na-discover ko na kapag gusto pala niya talagang magluto, kaya niya magluto ng iba't ibang klase ng mga pagkain. And, hindi lang siya basta yung simpleng pagkain. Gusto niya bongga talaga pagka magagawa siya ng sarili niyang recipe for me. So, na-appreciate ko yun. Halimbawa, yung chicken basil na may tomato sauce. Yan, mga ganyan. Yung special kimchi niya lately. Yung timpla ng kimchi na saktong-sakto doon sa gustong-gusto ko. Na ayoko na kumain ng ulam, kimchi na lang, tsaka rice. Yung mga ganon. So, noon akala ko, hindi lang talaga, akala ko noon, ako lang talaga yung mahilig magluto. Tapos siya, compared sa akin, hindi masyado. Pero apparently, nag-aantay lang pala siya ng tamang ingredients. para dun sa mga recipe niya. So, yun, yung na-discover ko.
Oh, thank you. And I think you will discover more from each other for the years to come. Now, when you look into the future with each other, Kuya Jetro and Ate Kisi, what do you see?
Well, I look forward to be with my husband sa paradise, of course. Pero right now, I see myself na nagvo-volunteer na kasama siya para tulungan pa yung mga kapatid sa panahon ngayon. Nakikita ko din yung sarili namin na mas mag-pursue pa ng goal kahit na mahirap yung sitwasyon. So, ano man ang ibigay ni Jehovah sa amin na privilege, then we are willing to support as long as magkasama kami.
Think of future together. At this point in time, na nakikita na natin na malapit na yung crossing towards the new world. Ang lagi kong ini-imagine, sabay kami mag-crossover. Yun yung gusto ko mangyari. Sabay kami mag-crossover. Pero while on this side of Armageddon, the foreseeable future that I can imagine is that we continue our volunteering together. In what avenue na buksan sa amin ni Jehovah. Hindi namin alam for certain kung anong klase ng service yun. Pero as long as kaya ko siyang dalhin, isama doon sa privileges na yun, then I will. Kung hindi man, kung ako yung may main function or may main privilege, then I guess Gizzy would also support me as a loving wife. Kaya it will still be a couple's privilege anyway. So yun lang naman. I think a foreseeable future would be serving Jehovah together in what avenue of service, and may it be on this side of Armageddon or crossing over to the new world.
Mapapasana all ka na lang talaga. Sobrang sweet. Now, dito naman tayo kina Uncle Dave at Ate Sol. How do you think your love for each other changed over the years?
Well, you get married, you love a person. However, it's like two trees that are standing very close together. If they come up and they stand close together, over a period of time, those two trees, you begin to see them bond together, and eventually you have those two trees that become bonded so that there's one trunk on the tree. And I believe that is a good illustration of our relationship, because over the years, our relationship has grown deeper and continues to do so. And so the two trees have bonded together, and we do now have one trunk.
I think for me, I can compare our love and our love for one another just like wine. The aged it become, the better the wine becomes, and aged wine usually have more value to it. So that is how I describe our love for one another. It doesn't diminish. The flame of love is still burning. It should not die.
Well, of course, I still love you, but I love you more now than I did when we first got married. And that is,
Really?
yes, really, despite everything. So really, our marriage, and it's much more stable. So very comfortable with my companion in marriage.
I know. I think the people that know us, that really know us, they know how our relationship is. So, Han,
Yes.
I really love you with all your quirkiness. Like I said, you're the MacGyver of my life, because you always do repair things for the house, for me. You always invent something to make things easier for me. And so I love you with all my heart, as I always do.
She's also inventive. I'm wondering what's going to be for lunch.
He always, yeah, it's true. He always fixes things during this lockdown. He so many things that he fixed. He fixed the door. He fixed something, but he start fixing things that I think I said we're going to throw that away, because no way that we can have it fixed. There's nobody who will repair it, but he's able to repair it. There's something that you did that impossible. You cannot do that, but he's able to do it.
That is so sweet. I really like how you said that for Uncle Dave, it's like you are trunk that grew beside each other over the years, and for Ate Sol, it's like wine that over the years got better, sweeter. Oh, that is so sweet. So for the last question, or do you have any message for your wife and for your husband? Let's start with the Mangalia couple.
Ano ka?
Ba't ako?
Lalaki mo nang ginawa eh.
Lalaki ba? So, lalaki yung nanggugulis.
Oo, syempre.
Ano bang kailangan kong i-message? Kilig-kilig-kilig mo naman. Ito. Lagi ko namang sinasabi sa ito, tsaka lagi kitang pinapanood sa mga yung mga music na pinapakinggan. Yung message ng isang song na dinedicate ko sa iyo noon pa. doesn't matter what happens in the future, kung ano man yung changes na mangyayari sa atin sa personal level, pero I will always choose you.
Oh. Ako din naman. Oo naman. Wala naman akong choice. Wala naman akong choice. Joke. Ano bang sasabihin ko sa'yo? Parang araw-araw ko naman na nasasabi sa kanya. Ano ba? Mag-thank you sa'yo kasi mas lalo mong pinapalabas yung good qualities ko. Kahit na pasaway ako, makulit ako, ganyan. Naiinis ka na, alam mo yun, parang pero you always stay calm.
Saan ba?
Stay calm!
Napakalmado lang po akong tao.
Oo. Pagtulog ho.
Lalo po pagtulog.
Oo. Hindi. Sa pagiging mapagpasensya mo, sa pag-iintindi mo, thank you so much. At sa pag-aalaga mo sa family ko, kung siguro hindi ka masyadong, alam mo yun, supportive sa family ko din, siguro
Girl.
siguro feeling ko ako na lang mag-isa lagi ang makikipaglaban sa mundong ito.
Hugot po.
Oo. Hindi, mahirap kasi yung siyempre only girl ako, tapos napahiwalay ako sa nanay at tatay ko, di ba? Parang hirap din naman nun. Pero yun nga, yung support kasi ni Jet sa family ko, 101%. So, through thick and thin talaga, kasama ang family ko sa inaalagaan niya bukod sa akin. So, very thankful ako dun. At yung generosity niya, sobrang generous ni Jetro. As in, subukan niyo magpalibre sa kanya. Ililibre niya kayo basta may pera siya, ha?
Ngayon po wala, kaya wag po kayo magpapalibig sa amin.
Pero yun nga, very thankful ako na siya yung napangasawa ko kasi yung mga qualities na talagang gustong-gusto ko sa isang mapapangasawa na sa sayo na lahat. Hey, kiligin ka naman!
Kasi yun jiggly kasi no? Iba yung kilig Kilig ng maraming taba. Love you too. Back down. Baliktad. Ako dapat.
Tanaw na lang.
Hindi nga, dapat sa cheek eh. Kita nyo naman po kung sino yung kinikilig. Pero ano po, sobrang thankful kami, Lian and Dane, for inviting us over to your show. Akala namin wala kaming ginagawa para sa new normal, pero apparently meron pala.
Madami.
Madami pala. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I hope some of the young couples out there, natutulan kayo sa amin. And don't be disheartened po with the state of marriages na nangyayari sa inyo. There's still hope po. Number one key would be Bible principles. Always adhere to them. And if you have God in the center of your union, then madali pong maayos ang mga bagay-bagay. Then stay married and stay happy together. So thank you po once again mga ka-try, and we'll see you here in Try PH Media. I have tried to edit on Saturdays and Try Beauty and Wellness during
Thursdays. 6 p.m.
Thank you po. Now, for Uncle Dave and Ate Sol, do you have any message for each other?
I love you, Han.
Isn't it nice to see couples like that? Na makikita mo talaga na kahit gaano pa sila katagal mag-asawa, kahit babago pa lang, o kaya matagal na, yung love nila pa sa isa't isa, parang, alam mo yun, kilig pa din. Parang first love pa din. It doesn't go out, the fire burning in their hearts. So that is really nice. Kaya kapag nakakita tayo ng ganong couple, hindi lang tayo napapasana all, maniniwala pa talaga tayo that true love still exists. Diba? Now, speaking of couples and weddings, dito naman tayo kay Dean kasi meron siyang i-interviewin na officiating minister at kung taga Batangas ka, alam ko, kilala mo siya. Kaya, take it away, Dean.
Hello mga kachay! Salamat Ate Dian sa flower na to. At ang sweet ng love story at ng kwento na yun, mapapasana all ka na lang kami. Well, syempre hindi naman tayo magpapatalo kung tungkol sa anniversary at love stories ang kwento ni Ate Dian. Ngayon, magka-guest tayo ng isa na nagkakasal. Gusto niyo na bang malaman kung sino? Well, let's watch together this interview. Hello mga kachay! So let's welcome our guest for today, Sir Leo, isa sa mga nag-officiate ng kasal sa Batangas. Thank you po sa pag-guest po dito sa amin. Kuya Leo, kamusta po kayo?
Ay, magandang araw. Thank you very much din sa pag-invite mo dito sa show mo.
Thank you po. Ngayon po, dahil ang usapan po natin ay tungkol sa kasal, at kayo po ay isa sa mga nagkakasal, gusto po naming malaman, how long are you in this field na po?
Actually, nag-start ako na mag-officiate ng kasal ay since 2004. Kaya nasa mga 16 years na rin ngayon.
Ayos po, medyo matagal-tagal na rin po, no? So, marami po yung nagpaplanong magpakasal this new normal, this 2020. Ano po ba yung mga process or papers po na required po para sa kanila habang nagpaplano po sila sa pagpapakasal?
Okay. Pagdating sa wedding, ang office ng gobyerno na kailangan puntahan ay local civil registrar. Pero bago ka pumunta sa local civil registrar, yung groom and yung bride, maganda na nakahanda na nila yung mga dokumento na required para sa kanilang pag-a-apply ng marriage license. Kasi yung marriage license, yun ang kailangan para legal na maikasal yung dalawa. Kaya ang prerequisite para makakuha ng marriage license ay kailangan nila ng birth certificate. So, pwede naman yung local civil registrar's copy o kaya naman ay yung PSA copy. So, alin man sa dalawang yon, tinatanggap na ngayon para sa pag-a-apply ng marriage certificate. Tapos, kailangan din nila na kumuha ng Certificate of No Marriage o yung CENOMAR. At ito ay kinukuha sa PSA office mismo. Siguro mga 2 to 3 days ang process nito through online, makukuha na nila yung CENOMAR. Pagkatapos, pagdala na nila yung CENOMAR, dala na nila yung birth certificate, pwede na silang magpunta sa Office of the Local Civil Registrar. Yung office ng civil registrar, yun ay ang kung saan nakatira either yung bride o yung groom. So doon sila pwedeng mag-apply ng kanilang marriage license. Pagkatapos, pagka naipasok na nila yung kanilang mga requirements, ipoprocess na yon. During the process, merong seminars and mga naa-attendan yung groom at saka yung bride. I-required pa rin sila na mag-submit kung minsan ng Certificate of Marriage Counseling kung sila ay ikakasal ng isang religion at hindi ng government officials. Siguro tatagal yung pagpo-process ng kanilang marriage license. Pagkatapos nilang ma-submit yung requirement, siguro mga 10 to 15 days tatagal yung pag-process ng mga documents na yon. Then pagka na-release na yung marriage license, that's the time naman na pwede na nilang kausapin yung magkakasal sa kanila sapagkat meron na sila ng dokumento na kailangan. Ngayon, sa pakikipag-usap naman nila dun sa magkakasal, kailangan malinaw na rin sa kanila kung kailan yung araw at yung oras ng kanilang kasal. Kasi dahil sa panahong ito ay hindi nagagamit yung church o kaya yung mga government offices na legal para gamitin sa kasalan, kailangang mag-execute ng groom and bride ng tinatawag na affidavit of venue of a wedding. So ipapagawa nila yun sa abogado na sa katunayan, ikakasal sila sa isang private na lugar na hindi ito yung lugar na legal na pinagdarausan ng kasalan. So kapag ka nagawa na nila ito, pwede na silang mag-start ng pakikipag-usap para sa kanilang pagpapakasal.
Thank you po dun sa information po na yun. Medyo mahaba-habang process po pala din ang kailangan para sa pagpapakasal. Ngayon po, since po yung new normal nga po ang ating pamumuhay ngayon, dati yung kasal ay maraming invited guests sa isang place, event. Pero ngayon po, iba na. So ano po, or gusto po namin malaman, how are the new normal weddings conducted?
Okay, nabanggit ko na kanina, hindi nagagamit ang mga church, hindi nagagamit yung mga legal offices na pwedeng pagdausan ng kasal. So, definitely, ang ginagamit is mga private homes o kaya ay mga event centers na kung saan kailangan talagang mag-execute ng affidavit ng venue ng wedding. Then, mahalaga rin na i-comply ng mga ikakasal yung hinihingi ng kanilang locality, yung ordinansa sa kanilang barangay, yung ordinansa sa bayan na nakakasakop dun sa lugar na pagdarausan ng kasal. Okay, siguro kailangan nilang tiyakin ay ano na ba yung quarantine status. Kasi nakadepende doon kung gaano karaming guest ang allowed para sa isang kasalan. Pero kung minsan may mga pagkakataon na pumapayag o sinasang-ayunan ng ordinansa ang 10 guest, minsan naman 15 guest, may mga pagkakataon na pumapayag din yata ng hanggang 50 pero napakarami ng guest noon. Yun ang pinaka-maximum number of guests sa kasalan. So mahalaga lang na alam ng mga ikakasal kung ano yung ina-allowed ng authorities dun sa lugar na kanilang pagkakasalan. Pagkatapos, syempre pa, gaano man karami yung guest, kailangang tiyakin yung tinatawag na safety protocol. Yung safety protocol, kailangang i-consider talaga yung 6 feet physical distancing. Dahil alam naman natin na talagang para yan sa atin, para sa ating sariling kaligtasan. Pagkatapos, kailangan nilang nakasuot ng face mask. At ngayon, kinakailangan na rin na bukod sa face mask, magsuot ka na rin ng face shield. Although hindi naman ganun ka-stricto yon, pero tandaan natin na gagawin natin ito sa panahon ng kasalan, hindi lang dahil ikinukumply natin yung utos ng batas. Kung hindi, gusto nating maging ligtas tayo. Gusto natin na huwag tayong mahawahan ng kumakalat na virus. Pagkatapos, bukod dyan, kailangang i-consider din ng mga ikakasal yung pagsiserve ng pagkain, tiyakin nila na ito talaga ay hindi makukontaminate ng virus. Pagkatapos, yung lugar na gagamitin, walang masama na gayakan ito, lagyan ito ng magagandang mga decorations, no problem, walang problema roon. As long as natitiyakin natin na bago natin po pasukin ang lugar na pagdarausan ng kasal, talaga namang tayo ay nag-sanitize, meron tayong tinatawag na mga alcohol at disinfectant na gagamitin para hugasan ang ating kamay. At may mga venue ngayon na gumagamit sila ng temperature gun para matyak na safe ka bago ka pumasok dun sa kanilang location. And at the same time, ito ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat dahil very limited yung guest, yung Zoom. Kasama na yan. Kasama na ngayon yan sa new normal weddings. Merong nakatutok na camera sa ikinakasal, samantalang naka-join naman sa Zoom ang lahat ng inyong mga guests para makita pa rin yung kasalan ninyo kahit na dito sa panahon ng new normal.
Ayun, thank you po sa mga pictures, talagang na-imagine po namin kung paano ba yung new normal wedding ngayon at sobrang halaga po talaga ng safety ng bawat isa. Ngayon po, since yung mga nagpaplano at nag-iisip na magpakasal, ano po ba yung maipapayo nyo po sa kanila? Yamang medyo mahirap yung kalagayan ngayon. Ano po yung gusto nyo ipayo sa kanila sa pagpapakasal ng new normal po?
Unang-una sa lahat, oo, medyo alam natin ang sitwasyon ngayon, hindi gaya ng dati, sabi nga, new normal. Pero magtataka tayo, marami ngayon ang nagpapakasal, maraming nagpaplano. And dahilan, very practical naman talaga. Napaka-practical. Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan gumastos ng malaki para sabihin na magkaroon ka ng ingrandeng kasalan. Actually, natutuwa nga sila, hindi ganun kalaki yung gastos, pero ang dami nilang naiimbitahan hanggang sa abroad. Kasi nga, pwede siyang gumamit ng video conference or ng Zoom. So, magandang i-consider yan. Magandang i-consider, lalo na ng mga talaga namang may plano na, na magpakasal. So, mahalaga yung tinatawag na maingat na pagpaplano o careful planning. Alamin natin siguro sa mag-asawa, sa ikakasal, alamin nila yung petsa ng kanilang napili, talaga bang yung petsang yon ay ano yung quarantine status? Kasi nakadepende doon yung gagawin nilang preparations. Kung sila ay ECQ, GCQ, o MGCQ. Kasi nakadepende sa quarantine status ang number of guests na inyong ina-allowed. Ina-allowed. Kaya mahalaga na ikinukonsider yon sa planning. Ngayon, mahalaga rin na iniisip ng ikakasal, hindi lamang yung dami ng guest na kanilang i-invite, mahalaga din na ikinukonsider nila yung safety. Safety nila, safety ng kanilang guest, safety ng kanilang mga relatives, especially yung mga senior citizens. So, I suggest sa mga magpapakasal, maganda na bago nila planuhin yung kanilang gagawin sa kasalan, maganda na lumapit muna sila sa mga local authorities. Halimbawa, doon sa barangay officials o kaya doon sa city or municipal officials na nakakaalam ng safety, lalo na sa panahong ito ng pandemic, at alamin nila ano ba yung mga regulations. Then, base doon sa mga regulations na yon, yun ang gagawin nilang planning. Doon sila magbe-base ng kanilang gagawing plano. At syempre pa, gaano man ang kalagayan, ito man ay nasa pandemic, tayo man ay normal ang sitwasyon, tiyakin lagi ng mga ikakasal na yung solemnity, yung pagiging solemn ng kasalan ay talagang ma-observe. Kasi dapat maramdaman vote ng groom and ng bride kung gaano kaseryoso yung kanilang pangako na gagawin para sa kanilang pag-aasawa.
Thank you po, napaka-helpful po nung advice po na yun, especially po dun sa mga nagpaplanong magpakasal. Thank you so much po sa mga information po na provide niyo po sa interview na ito. At sure na sure po ako na nakinabang yung mga viewers po natin sa interview na ito. Thank you so much po, Sir Leo.
Thank you very much sa iyo, Dane, at thank you very much din sa iyong mga taga-subaybay dito sa napakaganda at nakakatuwa mong show. Thank you very much sa iyo at sa iyong kapartner na si Lian.
Sobrang thank you sa interview na yon, Kuya Leo and Dane. Sobrang dami naming natutunan. At kaya nga nasabi nila, love knows no boundaries. Even pandemic cannot stop people from loving each other, be it by wedding or celebrating anniversaries. At ikaw, Katry, kung may kilala ka na kinasal recently or nag-celebrate na kanilang wedding anniversary, greet them below and we will greet them for you. Just like the people that we will be greeting, we will also be having a special shout out for them. Some, they know it, some is a surprise. So this is Leanne and Dane, and you are watching New Normal to Try.